happen upon it. But you can also like insure your stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So like if you insure it,
24?
it can come back to you.
That game's gotten pretty popular. Like, wasn't it an alpha for a long time?
Yeah, I just recently went to beta with the last update that it did.
That's what I thought. Ooh, freaking nice.
Yeah,
Well,
dude, it's been #1 on Twitch.
that's what I thought. Like, wait, even past like the almighty Fortnite?
Yep.
Dang, son.
And League of Legends.
And League of Legends. That's impressive. Welcome, boys and girls, to the episode 2 of The Grind, but really the first episode, technically, the first one we're recording in this new era. I'm
Oh god, this is weird.
joined, of course, by my lovely co-host, Necr0 What's going on, my man?
What up, what up? Hey, people, I missed you.
Dude, we missed you too. We are Venom, and we missed you. 62 Magic, let's go. Starting it off with a bang.
63 Herblore, I can make super restores by myself now with no one holding my hand.
No help whatsoever. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So we're back. We're in it. We've got lots to talk about. Obviously the elephant in the room, the resurgence of no longer Zodinia, but now TheBaldMob. I have a video explaining that on my channel. If you've not seen it, please go check it out. It's the first video on my channel. But basically, we had to do a fresh start on the podcast. We were like 6 episodes deep, I think, before the collapse.
Well, technically 7 if you count the one that didn't get uploaded.
True, that got made into basically the refresher episode, which is funny watching it back. You actually brought this to my attention. If you watched it back, we talk about like, oh, it's gonna be no big deal. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be nothing, and then you're like, oh, it didn't age well at all.
Yeah, I told you yesterday. Yeah, that video did not age well at all.
So basically, we predicted the rune dagger. Alkables. We predicted the future incorrectly, so don't bet on us. But it's a whole deal. I'm over it now. I've grown. I'm having a lot of fun with the new things I'm doing. And it feels fresh again. I'm at about 20 subscribers right now. We actually kind of had a nice day today. I've been the only thing I really didn't like was my hardcore series is kind of starting out in the middle now. But I was not going to start another one because it just took too much time and effort. So, that's the only thing is, I'm kind of jumping everything. But the first episode, I've got like a medium level account, so I guess that's kind of hype. But that's, and, I've been doing, I don't know if you've watched any of like the live action stuff I've been doing. I've been doing lots of like, fitness related stuff. I've been playing Dark Souls, and that's been a lot of fun. Every time I die, I freaking go crazy. It's a good time. So check out some of the new stuff on the channel if you haven't. I've really switched up how I, do things now, so it's just an all-around good time. What about you? Pimp your freaking Twitch channel, my dude.
Yeah, my Twitch channel is www.twitch.tv/Necrocircus. That's Necrocircus with a 0.
With a 0?
With a 0, yeah. And I mean, boy, I've been going hard lately. I've been streaming consistently. I've been doing pretty well. I've averaged quite a few viewers now.
You just did a 12-hour stream today.
I did a 12-hour stream for my birthday today, and it went very well. Couple 5 new subscribers. Kind of nice.
That's no easy feat going for 12 hours. I don't know how you do that. I get tired after making like 2 videos.
Bro, I can't do I did my 24-hour,
And that's just insane.
And I cannot do it. Dude, it's so hard.
It's just like not even like running out of things to talk about. It's just like I feel like your voice would be Dungeonerings, man.
It's not even that. What really messed me up was at the time, I don't know if you know this, I have completely and utterly cut caffeine out of my diet.
Oh wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, you know me. I used to, guzzle Pepsi like it was nobody's business. But I've cut it completely out. And last time I did a 24-hour stream, all it was me chugging like 2 cases of Red
Bull. Wait, so you even cut like clean caffeine out, like even like just black coffee or anything? You just cut out
nothing.
Wow.
Any of it anymore.
That's impressive. Because I don't even do that. I have some sort of caffeine in some form or another. That's
yeah. And I feel great. I honestly feel pretty good.
I've heard that. I've heard that if you cut it out like after like a week or so, you feel awesome.
See, I still drink soda. But I'll only drink like Sprite or caffeine-free stuff.
Right.
So, it's been honestly life-changing, and I love it. It's been a fantastic couple of weeks.
Dude, major props on that lifestyle choice. That's impressive. I mean, that's caffeine. It's just another drug as anything else, basically. It's like super addicting, and I mean,
Yeah, it's the most addictive thing I think on planet Earth.
I don't know about what about nicotine. I feel like nicotine might
I think caffeine is more addictive. I think more people are addicted to caffeine, but one could also argue it's because more people have access to it.
Fair. So let's go over really quickly, just kind of glance over what we're doing in the old RuneScape right now. We were actually just talking about this earlier. Me and you've kind of not been playing as much very lately because we just kind of been doing other things, you know, and like you've been playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov, right?
Oh, dude, I have been going so hard in Escape from Tarkov. It is not even funny.
It's kind of funny because like it looks cool and I want to kind of get into it, but like I was watching your stream earlier today and it just looks like a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. You got to take your time. It's not like Call of Duty where you can rock out with your cock out. You know what I mean? You gotta take
Right.
your time. You got to slowly creep in, and man, it's tactical. And I like to call it tactical.
Escape from tactical car. You know, there's a joke in there somewhere. I don't know exactly where.
It's somewhere, but you didn't find it.
I was I was watching with your boys earlier, and like I was in there for like 10 minutes, and like in that span of a 10-minute like long period, you guys just like creeped 10 feet across the room.
Yeah, and you hear us talking, like everyone will be talking, and you
yeah,
and everyone just stops talking.
I heard you go shut up. like you're trying to listen. Like it was a good time, man.
Yeah, bro, it was like comms.
Yeah, comms.
Stop.
It was like a real deal.
Yeah, you'll hear me say comms all the time because that's a legit thing you say. So,
but so you've been playing, but my whole point of that story was we haven't been playing a whole lot of RuneScape. I actually just had to rebuy my membership the other day because after the Twisted League, I hadn't played for a long time because I was super burnt out on the game. Oh my gosh, these blue dragons get so close it really scares me. I got super burnt out, and then I the whole YouTube drama happened, so I really didn't play. And I just took a long break, and it felt really nice. And I gotta say, man, I've been playing the past couple of days here. I got a nice little break coming up, and it's been fun again. It's a good feeling to actually enjoy playing this game again because I do love it. And me and you have said this for years, but RuneScape is such a game where you just grind so hard. It's bound to happen at least eventually where you're gonna get tired of it. You know, would you agree to that sentiment?
I would. I mean, I grind real hard on this game when I get into it, but then there's those times where I'm just like, I need something different. Like, I mean, the graphics are nice. Like, I like these graphics. Don't let me pretend like it's the best because it's not. But it's charming, and every once in a while, you know, you just got to get back into a different MMO, or just a different game in general.
Right, and see, that's my main problem. Is it gets to the point to where it starts to take over my life. And that's when I'm like, okay, I need to dial it back. Because I'm like thinking like, okay, man, I need to, as soon as I get home, I got to check my farm run. I got to do my trees. I got to do my birdhouse. I got to do this, and this. And by the next thing I know, it's like, oh, got to go to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. And I'm like, I didn't do anything that day. All I did was played farm management simulator on my freaking online video game. And it just yeah, I mean...
I don't do that. Like, I've never been about that. I usually am pretty good about taking a step back when I realize it's taking over. But at the same time, like, it's not even that for me. What it is I'll get into it and I'll just get super burnt out from just the grind. Because let's be honest, boys and girls, this game is grind simulator.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you have to spend so much more time than any other MMO on just one skill. The amount of time you put into one skill on this game, you could be max level in another MMO, like WoW, for instance. You know, the amount of time it took me to get max, like, just melee stats on this game.
Your whole life?
Leveled up. Well, pretty much, yeah. But like, just recently, let's just pretend like just recently when I was streaming last year, it took me a whole year. Do you know what kind of stuff I could get done in most MMOs in a whole year of playing?
Bro, MapleStory, you'd have a max character.
Dude, not even just like in World of Warcraft, I'd have like 3 or 4 without a boost. Like,
I should have brought nature runes to freaking alchemy these things. Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
But no, it's and then sometimes sometimes you just get burnt out on MMOs and you just want to switch it up, go shoot some people in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is absolutely a grind, and I think like you and probably most people that are playing this game, it's either because you have the nostalgic attachment to it or you just love the grind. And see, that to me is fun, and like I've said this a million times on the show, but questing is like my favorite part of this game, and there's only so much of that you can do before you can either run out of, there's only a certain amount of quests, but yeah, it starts to take over my life, man, and I'm just always thinking about what's the next thing I got to do. Like when I'm at work, this is embarrassing to say, but like when I'm at work, I'm thinking, man, I could be fishing right now. Why am I standing around here eating lunch? I could be on my phone getting some barbarian fishing in. The whole no EXP waste thing comes to mind all the time, and it's not healthy, and I had to stop for a while, man, because I was just like, it's just too much. I need a break. I need to do something else. So that's just kind of, and then you take a month off and you're like, man, I start to miss it. Dude, screw caffeine. RuneScape is the real drug.
Yeah, you're right. And honestly, the thing is like with most people, if you talk to anyone who had a computer growing up and started playing a game, they all have their game that they can go back to. Like we have RuneScape. My wife has World of Warcraft. It really depends on what you grew up doing.
Yeah, definitely.
And everyone gets burnt out, no matter how long you've been playing. My wife has the Horde symbol from World of Warcraft tattooed on her wrist.
That's hardcore, dude.
And she hasn't played WoW in probably a year. You get burnt out. It's not because she doesn't enjoy the game anymore. It's not because she disagrees necessarily with what Blizzard's doing. Totally, she does. But,
topical.
But you get burnt out. It's not saying anything like, the game's bad or the game developers suck or anything like that. It's just, sorry guys, your game it's the same shit over and over again, and I'm kind of bored of it right now. I just need to take a step back.
Are you talking about World of Warcraft right now?
Both.
Did you follow that whole thing with like the remastered Warcraft 3 or whatever? Did you follow any of that?
Dude, oh man, it was a mess.
I know people are upset about that. Can you like enlighten me at all? I know it's a big deal.
I can. So the biggest problem was they promised all these things into the game, and when it released, it was just kind of shit.
Okay.
And then what happened was people tried to go back and play their old version of Warcraft 3.
Uh-huh.
And they integrated the old version of Warcraft 3 into the new version, so you couldn't go back and play the old version.
Oh no.
And then people started demanding refunds and stuff like that. And then, Blizzard, no refunds. And eventually they gave in and actually gave people refunds, which was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
because they didn't give what they promised. And overall, Blizzard, look, I love you guys. You're never going to listen to this podcast. But
I don't know.
Just like, please pull your heads out of your fucking asses right now, because you guys are fucking it up.
Dude, I did see that they're like, no questions asked, you can have your money back, no problem. Like they were running behind with their tail tucked behind their legs, man. I saw that.
Bro, and here's the biggest issue I have with it, right? They just have not conducted themselves in a way that I would be proud of if I was them. Like, especially the last year, between all the political drama and just, it's been a mess, man.
So did they just like not like remake the game at all? Did they just like make it like they like threw a fresh coat of paint on it and called it good, basically?
Not necessarily that. Like when you saw the cinematic, right?
Uh-huh.
When you saw the thing, like there was this cool scene where I'm gonna drop names and you have no idea who I'm talking about. But
it's okay, go ahead.
It was Uther and Arthas, the main character initially of this game, and they're on this bridge and you see them talking to each other and it's like in your face and it's an actual animation. But then when you go to play the game in that same scene, you just see them standing there and chat bubbles on the bottom.
That's so bad.
It's just like, are you kidding me? You already spent the money on the fucking cinematic. How about you just give it to me in the fucking game? Like,
dude, it's too much Bethesda bucks.
Bro, that's the problem. Todd Howard's fucking everything up, bro.
Dude, Todd freaking Howard. Wait, no, that's I meant Blizzard, not Bethesda. Sorry.
No, I blame Todd Howard. I blame Todd Howard for a lot of things right now.
Too many B companies, man.
Bro, if they start with the B, don't trust them.
BioWare, Blizzard, Bethesda. I'm sure there's one more.
They will take your money and run and not give a fuck.
Dude, speaking of Blizzard, Overwatch 2, you excited about that?
You mean Overwatch's DLC?
Yeah, but they're putting a story mode in.
Yeah, like I said, Overwatch's DLC.
So that was a big tangent, but so I think we were talking about what we're doing in RuneScape right now. I'm just killing blue dragons for their bones, so I can get some prayer XP. I need like 50 basically. I think my account is kind of glitched right now because I have 48 out of 44 prayer. I just did that another slice of ham quest, and have you done that quest? They give you like that ancient mace thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, another slice of ham.
And you use the special attack of that mace you get, and it raises your prayer like 5 levels temporarily, and it's just stuck at 48, and my prayer is only 44. So Jagex, don't ban me. I think. Ooh, hard clue scroll. Let's go.
Hey, there we go.
So I'm just getting some dragon modes, and it's really scary to be here. You're a Twitch streamer. A lot of hardcore Iron Man deaths are in this very place just because they don't pay attention, and the blue dragons one-tap them.
So true too.
So I'm kind of nervous. I need to go bank now, actually. But and you're what are you doing? You're making like some drank or something?
I'm making prayer pots actually. With the new boss, these prayer pots are up in some pricing.
The Nightmare of Ashashashima.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how to pronounce it. Have you tried that boss at all? You're max combat, man.
I haven't, and it's simply because I just haven't played. I wish I had a better excuse. I just don't have a better excuse.
It's okay, man. I understand wholeheartedly. Let's see. Put these dragon bones up. I'm gonna keep these nature and with me. I guess I don't need food. I only brought a couple pieces of food with me just because I was scared. Let's see. Can I do this hard clue step? I don't actually know. What is this? Evil Dave. Doris's basement. I can do that. I'll save that for a video though. I'll put that in my bank for right now. I got a chaos talisman. I don't know if I'll ever need that, but I freaking got it now, dude. Boom. So you're trying to capitalize on the crash of the market of prayer potions?
I am in the process of trying to sell these prayer pots. I don't know how much money I'm gonna make, but either way, I know they're gonna go back down before I run through all my prayer pots.
Right.
So, either way, I'm gonna make a little bit of cash here.
I am going to run out of fire runes. Where can you get fire runes on the cheap?
Yep, just made 11 mil.
You made 11 mil just now?
Yep.
Doing what? Just like selling the ones you made?
Selling prayer potions, man.
What the heck, dude?
So, anyway, I was a little focused on that, so we should probably get back on top.
You're fine. What were we talking about? I forgot. Oh, I was just talking about what you were doing in RuneScape, and then besides the fact of what we're doing, and I guess we kind of just brushed over it there. The boss is kind of the newest big thing. I can't do anything about it. I was going to go try it on my main account, but it ran out of membership, and I was not going to pay $15 just for a one-off video where I get my behind handed to me. As funny as that may be, I just don't think it was worth my cash. And I can't obviously do it on my hardcore Iron Man because it's not a safe death, and I just don't even want to think about risking it. So I haven't even got to. I want to make a video, but I was trying to find some footage. I even bribed a couple of people I knew, but it just didn't seem worth it in the end. So until they do something, I know they're going hard with this Mauritania expansion. That's kind of what I think they're going to add a quest pretty soon, or maybe they're just going to redo the whole area. I don't quite know, but
I think they're adding a whole nother like quest and stuff, man.
I think they're kind of doing what they did with Fossil Island. They're going to kind of add like a whole nother little Jimmy Jam area. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, dude, that would be dope.
I'm pretty sure they're redoing the whole smorgasbord that is. And I hate Mauritania. It's like probably my least favorite area in the game.
Yeah.
There's just so much awfulness there. Like, okay, the stupid things that like ruin your food. It's I hate swamps in video games just in general. Like Dark Souls, swamps are just always the worst.
Truth.
don't, get insert Shrek meme here. So I don't know. It's just I hate that and freaking like all the zombies and stuff. What I'm trying to all the quests there suck. Like the Haunted Mine quest is really annoying. All of the innate of the Myrax. It's just the bad memories, I guess. I don't know. Kind of similar to like the Shiloh Village area. I hate that place too. So much poison, man.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that place sucks so much.
Can you buy death runes anywhere, or can you only get them as maybe from the Mage Arena shop? But I'm not going out in the wilderness. Oh, dude, I hate this. Okay, whatever. I'll just do. I have 1,300 death runes remaining, but I think I'm actually gonna run out of fire runes first. Interestingly enough.
Oof.
I don't know. We'll see. I know you can get those from shops somewhere. I don't freaking know. I know nothing about this game. I find that I've relied very heavily on the Grand Exchange.
Yeah, the GE definitely saves a lot of time.
Yeah, that's like I was doing quests earlier, and one of the things I needed was like a cooked tuna, and I was like, oh, I gotta go freaking fish this, dude. I don't want to waste my time doing that. It's like I'm too lazy for this. So and then I know we don't want to talk too much about it because it's not set in stone, but Jagex is kind of going over the whole like the death mechanics are changing, or they're like there's rumors. It's not take this with a grain of salt, but they're kind of just talking about revamping some things. People are upset about it. What big surprise, right?
Yeah, the death mechanics seem kind of up in the air right now. A lot of people are upset because they're talking about making it pretty much how it used to be. There's a few changes in there that isn't exactly how it used to be. But I mean, like, I personally don't care.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't really affect me at all because once I die, this account is basically useless to me. I mean, I guess I could continue on as a regular Iron Man, but yeah, and I'm surprised people are so upset about it, considering it's going back to how the game previously was. But, I mean, what do I know about people?
See, somehow I'm not surprised that people are a little booty tickled about it.
Because people will find anything to complain about anything.
Yes. It's not necessarily even that, though. I mean, they've gotten so used to having an hour to go and get their stuff, and now it's back to kind of how it used to be,
And an hour seems kind of ridiculous.
An hour is ridiculous.
Like,
an hour is way too long.
An hour, bro? Like, come on. RuneScape 3's... I saw one of the mods posted it on Twitter, like, RuneScape 3... Because someone was complaining, like, oh, you're making the game too easy or something. And they're like, RuneScape 3's death mechanics are actually more brutal than old school's. I was like,
They are. And they were talking like, well, maybe we could just implement those since people seem to keep bringing it up. Like, maybe you guys would enjoy that. And then people are like, no.
Do you even have any... Like, what is the punishment in RuneScape 3 for death? I figured it was nothing.
Their items go to, like, some death area, and you have to go reclaim it. It's actually not as bad as it used to be. It used to be, like, you lose your shit, and it's just pretty much so sorry.
See, the last thing I remember is what they're talking about doing now with, like, the gravestones. And I hated it. Like, you could, like, pimp your gravestone, basically. Like, you could spend more money, and, like, they would, like, last longer on the ground, stuff like that. That's about the last, like, increment I remember.
Really?
Yeah, and that was back, like, before what it is in old school now, obviously, but I actually didn't know you had an hour. I didn't think you had that long at all. That's insane.
Yeah, no, you have an hour. Which to me is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that is some crazy nonsense. Other than that, I mean...
You need that long.
Yeah, you really, like, what would you need an hour for? I know, like, you were talking about, like, Ultimate Iron Man. They have some tactics for that because they leave... Because, you can't bank, so they'll have, like, stuff on the ground while they go do other things, which I don't know if Jagex is against that or not. I don't know if that's, like...
No. In fact, they're quite the opposite. They plan on trying to keep that the best they can.
Right, because I think that's, like, part of the strategy? I don't really know anymore.
It's a lot of boss-killing strategies that way.
Yeah, that's true. Like with the what's the guy that drops the spectral shields? Corporal Beast. Yeah. I know that's how a lot of players set that up for PVM and stuff.
Yeah, it's a heck of a time trying to kill that guy regularly, man.
But other than that, I mean, I feel like I feel like it because I haven't taken part in a lot of the content, but like with the boss and everything. But I feel like they updates have been kind of scarce lately. I know we're just getting off the holidays, so Jack is kind of full steam ahead here, but not a whole lot's going else is going on in the RuneScape world. I'm just now getting back into the things, and I'm having fun, which is a good sign. I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I just recorded a progress episode earlier, actually. I was just talking about it, and I had to go into the wilderness. Well, it wasn't really the wilderness. You know that area down in the Varrock sewers where, like, I think there's demons or something down there, like, where the pirates are or whatever.
Yeah, where, like, the monks of Zamorak are.
Yeah. I had to run down there to kill a demon thing and for a quest, and I'm pretty sure I held my breath the whole time, but spoiler alert, because you're watching this video now, my red badge of honor is still there. So that's pretty much what we have going on in the world of RuneScape. Any other things you want to talk about before we move on, my friend?
Honestly, not really. RuneScape's, like you said, has been pretty quiet.
It really has, surprisingly enough.
The death of PvP, we could talk about that.
Oh, yes, yeah, they took it out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say, guys. If you like PvP in your MMOs, don't play this one.
Wasn't it because people were, like, abusing the system or something like that? Like, they were buying kills or something like that?
Not even that. People were, like, making bots and shit like that. But yeah, basically, yeah. It ended up making it to where people could just go and make mills just by
setting up kills, basically.
By playing the game, really. You didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to do anything. It wasn't against the rules. Like,
I mean, it kind of was, though.
I mean, not really. They didn't do anything about it. It wasn't.
Nah.
Now, the botting, obviously, yeah. But, like, going in there and just standing in a place collectively with people saying, yo, it's my turn to kill you.
Kill me for GPs.
It's not against the rule. Like, that is an agreement. That's all that is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
this game is made on agreements. Like, before the GE, what did you do?
Oh my gosh.
You walked up to Falador and you just typed it over and over again until eventually someone agreed to your price.
Flash 2 bank sale.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's where I learned all my typing skills, like, for real.
Yeah, no fucking lie.
You had to type, because everyone was doing it, man, and you had to type so fast.
Yeah, you had to stand out and type fast, and now you just got auto chat, so it'll just kind of flow.
Dude, I don't even know what auto chat is. So foreign to me, like, because it feels wrong, but
it is wrong.
So we'll pivot here a little bit and just kind of go into the gaming news world again. Been kind of a quiet past couple of weeks with it's early in the year, so everyone's still kind of recovering, but. We had a console leak recently. I know we've talked about the next-gen consoles quite a few times, but those episodes have been Thanos snapped into the Shadow Realm, so we have a fresh slate here.
Hey.
There was a recent leak about, because, like, the PS5, I almost said the PS4, the PS5 apparently is going to cost, like, $400 and some to make. I don't know, it's kind of like a bunch of technical jargon, but apparently one of the they had the same issue with the Nintendo Switch, where one of the pieces, some, like, freaking supercomputer, I don't know, bro, bunch of nerd talk, costs a lot of money, and it's like they can't find it for the PS5, I don't know. It's like freaking gold or something. So, people are worried now that the next-gen consoles are going to cost more than $500, and I know that that's not a big, like, deal for a lot of PC players, like yourself, but, because, I mean, what, a high-end PC costs, like, what? I don't know, help me out here.
You can get a decent PC for $500.
Decent PC for $500?
Yeah, you could pretty much, like, if you know where to look, like, go on Newegg and stuff, you could get a PC that can run most stuff that you're gonna want. Now, granted, you can't, like, stream and stuff, but, like,
you can play Minesweeper.
You can do a lot more than that. You'd be surprised. Because really, I mean, your most expensive parts are like what? Your graphics card, processor.
I don't know. I've never built a PC.
I mean, then you got your, like, monitors and stuff, but I'm not talking monitors. I'm talking just the tower.
Yeah. Oh, and what about laptops? I mean, that's what those can get.
Dude, laptops are fucking insane.
Alienware, baby.
Bro, you're paying for a name, and it's ridiculous. And the thing is you can't even build your own laptop because...
Isn't Alienware, like, actually trash?
It's not necessarily that it's trash. It's just... not worth what you're paying.
Okay, fair enough. So anyway, but people are worried that the consoles are going to be, like, more than $500. So I'm asking you here, as a friend, if the PS5 comes out and it's like, let's just say it's $600, are you buying that at launch?
See, that's actually a tough one.
$600? I mean, man, that's a lot of money.
Here's the thing, right? Here's my thought process.
Right.
One, I'm taking all my previous old gen consoles into GameStop and getting all that credit. And then I'm just going to use that credit to buy the next gen consoles. That's happening, right? I think most people will probably do the same thing.
Well, GameStop's not going to give you hardly anything for a PS4.
True, but usually they do that deal where, you know, you turn in your old one, you get credit, like an extra $100 credit or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
But even if they don't do that, either way, I'm taking in both mine and my wife's PS4. And I'm going to get one PS5 or whatever the fuck it'll be.
It'll be PS5. They've already said that.
Okay. So, PS5, I'll get one of them. I won't buy another one from me or my wife. Like, it'll just be ours collectively.
Right.
And I'm honestly probably not going to do a damn thing with it. I'm going to own it to say that I own it.
And then it goes down $100 in the next month.
You know, you say that? I don't think so. I think they will stick to their guns on their price point.
It'll go down eventually.
You think so? Because I don't.
The PS4 and the Xbox One went down pretty quickly, I think.
No, I don't think they did.
They're not $500 now, though.
Now, PS4s when they came out they were like what?
They were $400. The Xbox One was $500 only because it came paired with the Kinect.
That was gross.
Or whatever they called it at the time. But yeah, the PS4 was only $400 at launch.
My thing is I'll probably buy one of them at launch, and I guarantee you it won't be.
Well, I bought both of them at launch. I got the Xbox One, and then I bought another Xbox. I bought the Xbox One, not the X, but the smaller version, whatever it's. I don't remember what it's called. S probably, and I guess I bought two PS4s as well, but because I'm freaking rich. No, I'm just kidding. And the Switch obviously. I only bought one Switch though.
I mean, the Switch is different. The Switch is one thing that I wanted.
I don't actually remember how much the Switch cost at launch. Do you, by chance?
It was quite a bit of money.
I mean, it wasn't more than $400, but it might not even been that much.
It was quite a bit for what I thought you were getting, and now that I realized what it was, man.
The Switch? What are you talking? The Switch is like one of the greatest consoles of all time.
That's what I mean. Like.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Best purchase.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Xbox One being paired with the Kinect at launch was a horrible, horrible idea.
Yeah, and here's my thing is, I don't know. I don't even use the ones I got now. Like,
what's that, like consoles?
Yeah, and they're talking about all the exclusives coming to PC.
I don't know about all of them.
They said all of them.
What do you mean, like all Microsoft exclusives, or?
Microsoft, yeah.
Oh,
Sony is probably going to start throwing stuff on PC.
I don't know about Sony, but yeah, Xbox already is doing that for the most part.
I bet Sony would. If the money's right somewhere, they'll do it.
I don't know. They've always been like... It's like them and Nintendo. They've always stuck by their guns with exclusives, you know? Like, can you really see Mario come into Steam?
I mean, Mario will never go anywhere. Mario will stay on that IP forever and never... Yeah, no one's ever getting Mario off of Nintendo.
That's an interesting topic. What do you think it would cost? Like, how much money do you think they'd have to offer Nintendo to be like, yo, put Mario on my platform? Have to be in the billions, probably.
I don't think Steam or Epic Games or anybody
has enough money to steal the Mario trademark.
Yeah, well, not even that. Not even steal the Mario trademark. Just say, yo, let me have exclusive rights to your game on my platform.
Yeah, dude, that's true. Remember when Nintendo was like, you couldn't even upload the video, like a video of it onto YouTube.
What, with Sunshine?
Well, no, like just anything Nintendo related. Like if you put like a Pokemon game up on YouTube or anything, Nintendo would strike it and claim the whole video.
Oh, dude, yeah, I remember that. I remember whenever Odyssey came out, really, really busting it hard.
They just like within the past year or so finally were like, okay, you know what? You're actually giving us good publicity. Put it on YouTube. We don't care. But yeah, for a long time they were like super strict with that.
I knew they were giving certain creators like permission to do it, but it wasn't a whole lot. It was a handful.
Yeah, that was Nintendo. They're real secure with their IPs.
And I mean, they should be. Like it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would be too if I had, the greatest gaming icon of all time in my left pocket.
right? Like, why would you not?
So yeah, that was a big tangent. But so PS5 comes out at launch, $600. You're buying it right then and there.
Probably. It really just depends. And let me tell you what it depends on.
Okay.
It depends on if exclusives end up coming to PC or not. If I hear any more about it, I probably won't buy it.
Because you have a pretty good PC right now.
Oh, I do. It's fantastic. I need to upgrade a couple things, but that's just preference, not necessarily that I need to. I just want to.
Right.
But if exclusives come to PC, I won't buy either of the new consoles. I guarantee it. If they don't come to PC, I will be buying at least a PlayStation, depending on what the exclusives are for Xbox. Which, what is it going to be? Fucking Halo. Like.
Yeah, Halo Infinite's the first big thing. Well, because
Halo Infinite's on Steam.
Well, we don't. What do you mean? It's not out yet.
Well, Halo's going to be on Steam though.
Probably, yeah.
They've already said that.
They did?
Like they gave you like Halo Reach and everything.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if the new one is instantly going to be on Steam or not. I don't know.
I bet it will. I think they said they was going to.
But see, like I think that was a big deal with Sony in general, is because they're not like they don't have any exclusives planned because like okay, Last of Us Part 2 that's coming out on the PS4. Everything else, I mean, they just don't have a whole lot of exclusives planned right now for launch. And I mean, they withdrew. Have you heard about all the E3 stuff going on too? Like okay, so like no one's gonna be at E3 anymore. Like E3 is dying.
Yeah, E3's done. Like you got Nintendo. That's what you got.
I thought it was Xbox. I thought Nintendo pulled out.
No, Nintendo's there. Xbox was pulled out.
I know Sony just did, and even like the host guy, what's his name, Jeff Keighley. He's like, you know what? I'm out, bro. Like everyone's just done with it.
Yeah, and I mean it makes sense. Like, why do you need a big show to showcase games that we're probably not going to get to see in several years? It's just.
Well, that and it is always hit point level 57. It's always interesting just to see like, because a lot of people like to go to the show floor and like test things, but half the people just watch it online now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like you just said, why use this whole big event when you could just talk about your console whenever you want?
Exactly.
Like
that's my thought.
They could take that time and use it to continue working or whatever. And like I think Sony has a special event dedicated just for their stuff. I can't remember what it's called. State of Play or something like that, maybe? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Sony State of Play. I don't remember quite exactly. I never watched them, but like Nintendo has the Nintendo Directs they do, which happens like all throughout the year. And Xbox never talks about anything, but Bill Gates just takes his wallet out and slaps you in the face with it.
And you say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
But yeah, dude, E3 is it's sad because I love watching all the E3 stuff. It's always a good time. It's like gamer heaven, basically.
Yeah, I love E3. I think it's a great thing to watch. It passes the time. I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I understand why it's going away, right? I understand that it's kind of dated in the way that they do it in its format.
Well, it was like the height of like okay, like that was like a gamer's dream, right? Like I'm gonna be at E3, I'm gonna see all the new games before anybody else does. I'm gonna play them all. I'm gonna get to freaking do all this. But it was only for press or whatever, and then they finally released it to where the public can go, and then it dies like a year later.
Yeah, like the 1 year where the public could go, it was great. A lot of people loved it, and it got really good publicity. Now, granted, the game developers didn't get good publicity because most of them were ass, or creators of Fallout 76.
Shots fired.
But I think that it's in a good. I think E3 could be in a good spot. They just need to transfer to a more online format, focus more on the Twitch aspect of it, and less on the people at the show.
Okay, so like you said, I think the format is just what's going on because I mean, what's the biggest part of E3? It's the reveals, right? You get to see all the new stuff that's coming out and playing it, and then like you said earlier, developers will talk about stuff way too early. I.e., Kingdom Hearts 3, they announced that like 5 years too early.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, don't tell me about a game coming out unless it's going to be in the next year or so. You know, don't blue ball me and be like, okay, here comes Half-Life 3, pending 2027. And I'm like, oh, 7 years, bro? What?
Isn't the next Half-Life supposed to be a VR game?
Well, yeah, I just was using that as an example because that's like the one game everybody wants. But yeah, Half-Life Alyx or whatever. But we could talk about VR. VR is freaking... Do you like VR? Be honest.
No.
It's the worst, right?
Yeah, VR needs a lot of cleanup.
It didn't work, and I knew it wasn't gonna work. When everyone was hyping up VR, man, I was like, okay, it's gonna pan out. It's not gonna pan out. It's gonna be way too expensive, which it still is. And there's no games for it. You know, it's just a $700 machine for like to watch porn on.
Yo, wait a minute. They may be onto something.
wait. Maybe they're onto something here.
Yeah, time out. Wait.
wait. You watch porn. It's like they were doing shows when VR was first announced, and they like had like a demo stand, and people were just like popping boners in public. It was really weird.
Bro, like, here's the thing: is I'm with you. I told everybody VR is never gonna be full Sword Art Online style.
Right.
Full dive your ass into that game while you're asleep, and then your mind taken over and or fried.
Exactly. It's too many wires. It's too expensive. You have to have a super good PC. You have to have a super expensive machine. You have to have like a whole empty like studio apartment to be able to walk around and do anything with it. It's just there's too many complications when you can just have a controller and then move it. Immersion successful.
And then play the fucking game.
Yeah, I put the disc in and then boop. There it is.
I will say that VR can do one thing that, gaming on a PC or a console cannot, and that's get some people to move.
I mean, fair, but like, let me point you in the direction of the Kinect. That also failed.
Oh, no, I know. I agree with you. The difference here is arguably VR is much more successful than the Kinect was.
Oh, yeah.
Either way you look at it, and you may not like what I'm about to say, because you probably won't, because I don't like what I'm about to say. VR is successful in a small niche community. And
I mean, I guess so.
I genuinely think that it... Kind of like when Pokemon Go came out, right?
Uh-huh.
The best thing that came out of Pokemon Go was, one, that was the closest we ever came to world peace ever.
That is so true.
And two, it got a lot of them fat fucks up out of their mom's basement and walking.
Dude, that's like, okay, like, I don't know if you're, like, the Switch, like, the Ring Fit Adventure, have you seen that thing?
Yeah, I heard that thing goes hard.
It's apparently, like, the realest workout of all time, and I want to get it and try it out, but it's like $80 because it has to come with that ring thing. But yeah, man, like, that's the one cool thing, is it gets people up and moving, like you said, and that is a good thing.
Yeah, to me, that's the most important thing that video games can do right now, is get people excited to move. Get people excited to be in shape. And let's face it, in America, that's needed.
For sure. Where are my dragon bones?
We are not the most obese country in the world for anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's...
There's a reason for sure.
Our bad eating habits are... I mean, that's a big portion of it. But, the lack of exercise and movement, it's another one. So...
But like you said, I mean, it's got its... I mean, people like it, and that's cool. I'm not going to... tear you down for liking things. That's great. I'm just, in like the most literal sense, it's just not successful.
Yeah, like overall, it's not a successful idea. Like in the long run, it is not a successful.
I mean, you had like there was the PlayStation one, the Vive or whatever. There was the Oculus, which was Steam's, I think. And
yeah,
maybe a couple others I'm not remembering, but it's just...
There's several.
Yeah, there's a ton now, but you could get like the thing for like your phone. It was like a cardboard box that like you could put on your face. It was really funny.
Shit was so stupid.
But yeah, that was interesting. And then so I don't know. I mean, like you said, it's just kind of a whole mess of things at this point. But you're never gonna be able to just beat the simplicity of a wireless controller. You know?
No, you won't. And I mean, I think the biggest thing that people are trying to get now is they're trying to force, because they invested all this money into VR, right?
Of course. So they want it to work.
Yeah. So now all these companies are trying to force games into it, like Half-Life.
The Stadia.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, that talk about failure. That's another. Google comes in swinging their money dick around, and then. Do you know? Like, are you well versed in the whole Stadia mess?
I really wanted Stadia to work, man. I really did.
Dude, I didn't because it was like the bane of my existence. An all digital library that runs purely off your internet. That's like the complete opposite of anything I can do.
I don't know. I thought that it would have been a good idea in theory.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so in theory, but they were like, okay, it's gonna run flawlessly with no lag, and like you don't have to download anything, and then there's just no games now, and the latency is a huge problem. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like that's what happens when people who aren't game companies, aka Google, and they're just trying to get in on the market. They don't know anything about the media or anything about the consumer that is involved in this media. They're just trying to make something that seems hip, and they crash and burn. Not like Google doesn't have the money to spare on this crash, but
I don't know. I think it makes you wonder, who do they hire to like do these things? Like, do they even ask questions? Like, or do they just fucking go? Like,
they just come in with their wallets, man, and they think they can solve everything with throwing dollar bills at technology.
I mean, sometimes when you just come in swinging your dick, every once in a while you hit a.
Every once in a while, you just knock one out of the park.
Yeah, literally.
So, I don't know. I mean, we could talk about stuff that failed all day while I'm sitting here playing RuneScape for an hour for 10 people on the internet. What do I know?
That's true. I mean, I'm the same way, man.
I would love to be able to make a... Dude, I always used to want to make a video game when I was younger. I was like, that's the main goal, man, to make a video game. I want to make a video game so bad and put my voice in it. And then, you grow up and you're like, man, that's hard. That's a lot of work to make a video game.
Yeah, that's fucking work. And not even is it just a lot of work. It requires a lot of money.
It's not fun work either. It's a lot of coding and a lot of, like, development and just, like... If anything, if I ever made a video game, like, let's just say... I would never want to play anything ever or do anything about it. I would be so done with the media, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, it would be a rough time.
It would be, yeah, it would be insane. That's why I just want to get paid to freaking sit here and talk to my best friend and shoot pixels with other pixels for strangers on the internet.
That's true.
That's the
That'd
goal.
Be nice.
Yeah, man. That's what you lovely people are here watching this grind podcast for.
Oh, dude. Speaking of grind, I went to mining. Got to 68 mining now.
Oh, you're mining?
Yeah, I got done with my herbs, so,
Just blaze. Are you at Motherlode?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Of course. Do you have an end goal for your mining expenditures?
70.
Oh, nice. 70 is a good, I don't know if, I can't remember what the highest level of mining you need is for, but pretty.
72.
Oh yeah, for that troll quest, my arm's big ball sack or something.
Yeah. So I guess 72 is the end goal here.
I hate mining so much, dude. It's so boring.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like that whole row. Okay, no, that's not true. That whole row isn't bad, but mining and smithing are garbage. And
I love smithing. Like, I'm saving all my ores from this just so I can go do some smithing after.
Dude, smithing is gross. And it's expensive if you're, buying the materials.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saving all the materials. Like, all my coal from my kingdom and everything like that. Just saving it.
Wait, you have coal in your kingdom?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to do like purely herbs and like wood? Trees?
I do herbs, and well, I mean you can if you want to do fletching, but fletching's cheaper than smithing.
Oh, I do. I use them for birdhouses. Do you not do birdhouse runs?
No, I'm 46 farming because I'm lazy.
Well, birdhouse runs are your hunter.
I am level 55 hunter because I'm lazy.
Oh, I'm only level 50, or I guess I'm 62, but yeah, man, birdhouse runs are really simple, and you can do them every hour, and you get like super dope. They nerfed them a little bit, but you get like a lot of hunter XP, and it's just like it's just like a farming run except for your hunter basically, which is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Hunter was my favorite skill for a long time, and then well, it was summoning. Do you remember summoning, dude, in the main game?
I do.
That was like my favorite skill, and then I never really trained it that much because I didn't know how, because I was a dumb kid back then. But as we're wrapping this episode up, we'll just kind of get nostalgic here. We got about 10 minutes left. Summoning, and then what? Dungeoneering was the one after that. Did you get into that skill at all?
Dungeoneering was actually my old favorite skill.
It was good, man. Like it was like oh my gosh, I about just died. It was like a raid almost or something like that, you know?
Dude, I love Dungeoneering. It's very similar to how Volcano is. Or not Volcano.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The crystal area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very similar to that.
Which I have yet to do. I could do it on my main account, but I never have tried. But yeah, Dungeoneering, because I remember doing a few runs with those with you, but I never got super into it. Summoning was the last skill. Speaking of that, they never released that new skill into old school, did they? They were talking about it for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think it passed.
I don't think they could ever get the poll to pass. They might bring it back up eventually, because I think they really, really wanted to bring it in, but that's neither here nor there. And then they had one more. It was like, I can't remember what it was called. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was like a bunch of orbs. You collected like orbs of light or something.
Divinity or something?
Yeah,
like
divination or something like that.
Yeah, divination.
I have no idea what that is or what you did. That was like literally when I stopped playing the game is when they added that in. Or I guess when I went back to old school.
Yeah, I hopped on for a brief period just to try and get 99 crafting at one point when they released that, and then they released a new skill, and I was like, you know what, I'm done.
I know they have a newer skill now that's like, it's like invention or something like that, where it's like a super skill basically. I don't know anything about it, but I have no idea what that game is anymore. It's so foreign to me at this point. I don't know if you've played it recently at all, but like when you hop in, it's just like an overload of like what is going on. It's such confusion. It's rough, man.
Yeah, dude, it's World of Warcraft, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's genuinely like WoW, and not good WoW either.
See, I never played World of Warcraft. I always wanted to though. I kind of wanted to play WoW Classic. Did you mess with that at all?
Absolutely not.
Really? Just because you didn't want to, or you didn't want to lose your life to it?
No, just because I didn't want to. My thought process is I didn't grow up with WoW Classic, so I'm not going to enjoy it near as much as everyone else who did.
Based on the just purely nostalgic factor?
Yeah, and on top of that, I've already played through initially the old WoW Classic content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it again. I really don't.
I always wanted to when I was younger, just because it's what everyone always talked about. Like, I was always sitting there playing RuneScape, and people were always talking about World of Warcraft, and like, oh, I did this last night, and I know you could be you could be like a panda, which was cool.
Yeah, dude, fucking Pandaren.
The Mists of Pandar, and then there was that commercial that had Ozzy in it, where he was like a dead Lich King or something like that.
Oh, he was an undead mage, yeah.
And then they had one with Mr. T, I think.
Yeah, dude, he was a night elf mohawk.
That's so stupid. I wonder what Mr. T's up to these days.
Probably just playing his night elf mohawk.
What did he? You think he just plays World of Warcraft to this day? He banks off that ad money.
I would like to pretend that he does.
What was he even famous for again, Mr. T?
He was a boxer.
Was he a boxer? I thought he was like an actor.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think. I don't actually know.
I have no idea.
I know he was a boxer. I don't know.
Was he a boxer?
Yo, chat.
I know
YouTube
he had
comment section. Tell me what he was famous for, please.
He was part of the A team, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd call them the B team, but sure.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
gosh. Why? You know what? Never mind. Never mind. You know what I was gonna say, but never mind. So yeah, I mean that's this is I'm gonna call this the inaugural episode of the grind, but really it's episode 2. It's the first new episode. It was kind of a slow news week, so there was just lots of banter going on. I hope you guys enjoyed me and Mr. Necro here just kind of BSing, grinding. You know, I didn't run out of runes, so that's good. How did your gains go?
Let's see. I got 3 levels in Herblore, and what level in mining? They are
What's your Irby level?
63.
Oh, nice, nice. Not 420 though.
Not 420, dude.
I got a magic level and a hit points level, oddly enough. I don't remember how. I'll check how many bones I got here in a second. I think I got almost like 100. Do you remember how many I said I needed before we started recording? It was 150 something, I think.
Sure.
Dude, my account is broken. I still have 48 out of 44 prayer. I have a hacked account. I'm selling my hacked account for $2,000 on eBay. No, I'm just kidding. That's real world trading. Oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. I'm not selling my account, Jagex. Which, I mean, it'd be pointless anyway, because no one's going to want a freaking Iron Man, dude.
Truth.
Did you ever think about starting an Iron Man or anything? Does like interest you at all?
No. No, I didn't.
Is it the fact of being an Iron Man or just the fact of starting over?
It's the fact of me starting over. I don't have the time.
Dude, that's how I felt at first too, but it's a lot of fun, man. Like, it really is.
I mean, I'm sure it would be, but like, between streaming and everything like that, I just don't have the time.
Dude, just become the next mammal. Just stream your progress.
Bro, I can't. I'm not near as charismatic as the mammal.
Dude, mammal, he's a cool dude. That's another thing is I want to get back working on my rap. I had to stop for so long because I had so much others. I had to basically rebuild my channel and everything. So I had a lot going on, but I want to get back focused on that rap, man. I'm so hype about doing that.
Yeah, dude, I need to actually finish my verse.
I know. I need to get the. I just gotta get everything like together. I gotta get my stuff together. I guess you could say in the most PG way possible. But that is still a thing that's happening. If you don't know, I'm making a Runescape diss track. I'm just gonna come. It's all in good fun. All in good fun. Most of the people I talk about in the rap, I quite enjoy. It's just fun goofs. But that's something that's in the back burner. Hopefully coming sometime this year. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I had a goal for it before all the YouTube drama, but that is still a thing. It is still a thing. And it's just gonna be fun. I don't know, man. Any closing thoughts, my friend? Necro Circus with a 0?
No, not really. It's good to be back. We're back on this grind. Man, I missed it.
I missed it too, man. I missed hanging out with you. It's just fun to just kick back and talk with you and freaking grind, baby.
Yeah. And if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, please throw it in like the YouTube comments section.
Yeah, give us some topics. Check out my boy Necro Circus. Go ahead and plug your channel one more time, my friend, while we're at the end of the session here.
Yeah, it's www.twitch.tv/necrocircus. That's necrocircus with a 0.
Do you have a schedule or anything set in stone yet? I know you said you've been streaming pretty regularly now.
Oh yeah, we're usually going about Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays around 8:30 to whenever I feel like stopping.
Yeah, cause you've been working, man. You've been getting it in, baby.
I have.
And we just talked about your 12-hour that you did today, but what you normally stream, you just like you said, for however long you want?
Normally, yeah. If I start earlier, I try and start early. And when I do, I'll stream at least until about 10 o'clock.
Right.
When I start at 8:30, I stream at least until midnight.
Jeez Louise, dude.
So
you're an insane person.
That's kind of how I go about it, and it always varies too. I mean, things change, but
you mainly just play Tarkov right now. You got like a variety thing going on. You got like just whatever you feel like playing at the time.
Usually, my main game will switch pretty frequently. Tarkov right now is what I'm on, and then as soon as something comes along, we flip-flop. There's a MMO coming out that I think Amazon is kind of spearheading called New World, and I'm kind of interested in that.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, we'll look at it and see how it goes. The problem is it's getting really close to the release date. There's not a whole lot of game, so I'm a little nervous.
You were a big Rainbow Siege guy there for a while too.
I still do play that every once in a while. I'm not near as good as I was.
Dude, yeah, because you were hardcore there for a while.
Oh yeah, I love Rainbow Six. It's a fantastic game, and I still do play it. And the new season's coming out soon, so I'll probably be hopping back on.
Isn't there like a spin-off game coming out, like Rainbow Quarantine or something like that?
Yeah, it's kind of based off of like how they did a Halloween event not long ago. Kind of zombies-ish style.
Okay, I see.
It's pretty cool how they do it, or how they're gonna do it, I think, but
right.
I'm not wholeheartedly sure.
All right, well, boys and girls, we're gonna wrap this episode of The Grind up. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, like I said, we're getting back into the swing of things. Let us know if there's anything you want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm starting over. It sucks, but you know what? We're out here. We're doing it, and glad you guys are here. I do all kinds of stuff. I try to stick to a certain schedule of games. Like, I try not to play too many games at once, but I've got all kinds of ideas, and just thanks, guys, for all the support as of late as I basically start my whole life over. Thank you guys once again for joining us, and we will see you guys in the next episode of The Grind. Boys and girls, see you later. Love you guys so much. Bye!